Hello there everybody, welcome back to another Train Sim Classic video. You once again join us on the Southwest Mainline. We're in the class 455 and we're going to be heading up to Waterloo, but this time we're going from Woking, so we're slightly further out of London. Let's get the train set up. So we are going to be 2 Foxtrot 66, 2 Foxtrot 66 and 504. There we go. Hopefully the destination blinds are correct. It doesn't actually tell me which one it was. It was defaulted to Surbiton 10, but from looking at the little screenshot of it, I think it's meant to be Surbiton 30. Right, West Byfleet next. Again, we've not done this one HUDless before, so see how we get on. And let's go. Hopefully it doesn't get too dark either, as it's well, it's about 8:30 at night this scenario set, but it's one of the more recent scenarios on on the ATS website. There's quite a lot of the scenarios for this route were made in 2021, so all of the stock is the old stock without the EPs. So hopefully it looks all okay, should do. Just a little bit darker. So it said it was 25 miles per hour. Oh, this is funny point work here in the middle. Look at this. So make our way out of Woking. Yeah, funny bit of point work. Do a little running brake test. Yeah, cool, it's all working fine. So it was at West Byfleet next. Little bit of sun left. I'd probably try and get a photo of the train quite soon before the sun completely just vanishes. And soon enough it's going to be too blooming dark. I mean, even that's pretty dark. Let's try and get a little shot of that when it's in the sun. When the front bit's in the sun. Let's just get a shot here. That'll have to do. Waterloo via Surbiton. But no, really enjoying this route as of recent. As we know, it works fine on the new computer. So it's been rather enjoyable. Sort of good to start getting to know it as well. I really hope this route comes to TSW one day as well. Even if it was just Woking to Waterloo with the branch lines, it would be superb. You need to get the 455 in TSW. And I assume we are all stops as well. Well, it's only 2.5 miles to the next stop, so it's not that far away. There's number 455. So we're on the up slow at the moment. At least I would assume this is the up slow. Nice. So it shouldn't be too far off the next stop. There will be a little bit of zoom in, zoom out action, as we've not driven this bit before HUDless, so yeah, a little bit of zoom in, zoom out needed. Especially if we want to stay on time as well. I would assume we probably are coming up to it, so let's take the power off. A little bit of breakage, I reckon. Is that it there? Something's just there. Could be it. So West Byfleet, I think after that it's then Byfleet and something, Byfleet and Haw. So once we get to Surbiton, we'll sort of know where we are then. Because I feel like I'm quite good with that bit, Surbiton to Waterloo. Yeah, this is west to Byfleet, this one. It's a very direct route. This is literally just a straight line up into, well, basically up to Clapham. Then you do a bit of turning. That's about 8 coaches, looking for the 8 coach stop marker. Seems like quite a modern station, this one. Almost down to the end. Almost, but not quite to the end. But now, hopefully everyone else is enjoying our South Western Railway content. Hopefully get into the 450 and the 444. Start doing some of that. I sort of just want to learn the, well, this bit first, sort of the initial trunk of the Portsmouth direct line. So, well, Woking to Waterloo. I want to learn that first before we then move on to, well, the more outer London section. Right, so what we got? We got Byfleet and New Haw, Weybridge, Walton-on-Thames, Hersham, Esher, and then Surbiton. So the bits we don't. This is the bit we don't know. But 90 miles an hour along this bit, we're not going to reach that. And it's just over a mile to Byfleet and New Haw. I don't know what the driving style of the 455s are, so we barely ever drive them. I know, what is the driving etiquette or the driving behaviour for the 455? What's the best way to drive it? Power 1 up to what speed, and then power 2, etc. Got the night light on as well. Or night running. And I was correct in thinking that these coaches here with the sort of raised up bill light are the X-Class 508 coaches, which South Eastern used to have the 508s. So pretty cool. And off we go. What a lovely train though. And again, this livery is just so good. Probably is the best livery now on South Western Railway. A proper throwback to the days of South West trains. Also some more good news, which I've seen in the Discord server, feel free to join below. The Sutton and Mole Valley line appears to be getting some new development to it. That's the Train Sim Classic Sutton and Mole Valley line, which is pretty exciting. Yeah, I believe the Sutton Loop or Wimbledon Loop is being developed. Cool. Nice couple of trains there. You got the Sprinter and then the Desiro. So this is, what was this one? Byfleet and New Haw, this one. It's going to be down to the end of this one. This one doesn't seem as long. Looks like we've got some sort of points crossover here as well. Oh, we're stopping there. Oh, that's not too far along then. Do we even fit in the platform? Well, I assume we do if the stop marker's there. Oh yeah, we do. There's a bit of a gap to that one. Look at that. Really got to mind the gap at that. Mind the gap there. And are we on time? We're only a minute late. Could be worse. The timetable's really tight on here. And Weybridge after this, which can't be too much further. Only gives us 2 minutes to get there. Sort of hidden behind my webcam. How far is it going to be? Wait for the doors to come up. Hurry up. It is, yeah, this should stay for a mile. Alright, let's go. So it's quite slow off the mark. Let's get some motor sounds. And we're off. As we make our way into London on this evening. If it was a Friday evening, Saturday evening, I'm sure this tram would be packed. Any other evening, it would be dead. Yeah, hopefully after this video I'm tempted to jump into one of the Desiros. It'd be good to get back into. Right, it was just over a mile, so it wasn't too far to Weybridge. So yeah, it's just coming up now. Is that the M25? No, that's definitely not the M25. Possibly the River Thames. As we come into Weybridge. Some sort of other track joining up here. Some sort of other line. There's a 450, a couple of 450s lashed up together. Bit slow into here. And where's it want us to stop? Right down the end. Cool. A bit more breakage. Brakes aren't too bad on this train, they're decent. Yep, that would do. This is Weybridge. We are arriving about a minute late or so. A minute late, we'll go for a minute. And then Walton-on-Thames after this. So the guard's taking too long with the doors. Because even on the Hampton Court runs we are running late. It's like, what are we doing wrong? Or are we being too gentle on the throttle? Right, 2 miles to Walton-on-Thames. Yeah, do we need to be a bit more firmer on the acceleration? Yeah, hopefully this is coming out. I mean, hopefully because it's in 4K. Hopefully, maybe that'll be better. Yeah, as it's in 4K and as it's getting darker, maybe it actually will look better in 4K. As well, sort of HD or usually videos in general, when you're doing something dark, it doesn't really pick up that well. But maybe as this is in 4K, maybe it will pick up well in the dark. At 80 miles an hour, we can't even get up to 80 in this train, so don't need to worry about that too much. So what's it been? It's been Woking, West Byfleet, Byfleet and New Haw, Weybridge. No, there was another one, wasn't there, before that? Can't remember the name of it already. Brilliant. And Walton-on-Thames. Hang on, no, let's have a look. Yeah, no, we are correct, yeah. Yeah, and then Walton-on-Thames next. Getting ahead of myself. Once we're at Surbiton, though, we'll be alright. We know that bit alright. It's about 50 minutes this run as well. So that's a fairly long video. Again, enjoying this route, so Hopefully we'll see more and more of it. Then we'll do one of the long runs at some point, but I'll split that into 2 bits or whatever. So I think there's a run you can do from Waterloo down to Walton. So I might do that at some point. Again, that will most likely be split in 2, as I think that's a 1 hour 20-minute run. There's Walton-on-Thames. Been slightly more last minute with the brakes. Try and make up this time. There's a big building there. Some sort of block of flats. All the lights are coming on now. It's getting dark. Again, this was like the most recent scenario on this route, and I'll leave a link for this scenario as well. There's not really many new scenarios for this route. And here we are. Cool. And after this we've got Hersham. Find out Hersham and Esher. So yeah, it can't be. I mean, that one we get. That must be what, a mile away or so. They can't be too far apart. Yeah, this is Walton-on-Thames. Cool. Again, enjoying this run so far. But yeah, prior to getting the new PC, whenever we played this route, it would just lag. It really wasn't enjoyable to play. But on here it's running, well, fine. I remember one of our viewers before mentioned that you have to start in brake step 1. I mean, that sounds more like a hill start, but yeah, do comment below. What is the driving behaviour for a 455? What are Southwest drivers taught? Is it starting power 2, have brake step 1 on, then start? Yeah, how does it work? Get up to 5 miles an hour, then put it into 4. All good to know. Nice. And there's the next station right there. And again, these trains are still running about, they're in service. But not for long. Sadly. In fact, there's even a one in, I think it's in BR Blue. Or BR Blue and White. Is running about. Right, let's try and make up this time. Let's come in slightly more aggressive. As we must sustain. Maybe we have to drive more aggressively. So it is a metro service. Quite a long platform, a longish platform. I assume we're probably down to the end here. Let's have a sneaky look. Almost to the end. Bit of a mucky platform. Look at that. Everywhere, litter everywhere. There's even veg growing through the platform there. Not a well-maintained station. Cool, this is Hersham. It's so easy for people to get mixed up with Horsham and Hersham. I've heard it many times. Someone said, I'm trying to get to, especially if they're, if English isn't their first language, they'll say, or at least I've been on the train which goes through Horsham. And yeah, you'll get someone saying, Hersham, and was it Hersham? Horsham? But it's very similar, especially if English isn't that person's first language. It'll make it sound very similar. Right, let's go. How far was it to the next one? 1.5. That's not too far. Cool. Another train there. Oh, I thought there was another train up there, but no, it's just a bridge. From here, it looked like there was another train up there, or some wagons. So that sun does slowly fade. Again, hopefully it's looking alright. And again, this is going to be in 4K, so feel free to whack your settings up to 4K. I will try a 4K stream at some point as well. Actually, as of today, I've recorded this. Actually, I can show you. Actually, I've got the for console. I've got the new. I don't know how well you can see that. The new 4K X capture card. So that's all ready. I've got a 4K monitor arriving today for console. So I've got two screens. I've got the PC screen, which is 4K already, and then my console monitor, which is still HD. So I've got the 4KX capture card all ready to go. Yeah, it's just waiting. Literally today it's going to be arriving the 4K monitor, 27 inch. Because the 32 inch PC one is just massive, overly massive. So I've got a slightly smaller one, which will be for console. But yeah, hopefully as it is 4K, even though it's getting a bit darker, hopefully you can still see it pretty well. It's like your disused island platform here. Some sort of race course as well over there. Something going on down there. So this is what Esher, this one. Yeah, we're not going quite down the end. So the configuration for the southwest main line is you get the up slow, the up fast, the down fast, and the down slow. They're sort of 2 and 2, 2 up, 2 down. Yeah. And after this is good old Surbiton, and we're now 4 minutes late. I mean, I really don't know how we're losing this time. We've literally... how? I feel like we've been pretty well driving this. And obviously it's our first time driving this, we've been a little cautious, but 4 minutes? There's like no leeway on the timetable. You must actually have to go full throttle and full brake. I wouldn't say we've been slow. Right, if we do that, whack that into 3, which is probably unhealthy for the train. And we know when we're coming up to Surbiton, as you'll see the bridge go over for the Hampton Court branch. Why are the lights not on the end? Oh, no, they are on. But only in the 508 coach. that something we can get? Can we turn on the lights for the saloon? That'd be there, wouldn't it? Oh, it's just dark. You've got your cab light, but so you can't really have that on. Right. So I'm thinking the speed will remain at 80. It comes down to 60, doesn't it? Where's that though? Is that after Surbiton? Not sure what this line is joining up here. Here's the Hampton Court branch, sort of going over. That's 65, 85. Cool. Yeah, so that's the Hampton Court branch joining up. Still got 85 limit here. Very dusky now, though, isn't it? If you're still watching to this point, thanks all for staying in. So yeah, it does get a bit darkish now. And there's Surbiton, sort of at the end of the straight. There it is, just there. This limit here coming in. Oh, 80. Oh, that's alright. So I didn't actually see if we were all stops past Surbiton. As we come from Woking, I wonder if we're slightly quicker. I can't actually remember. We did go through. Did we go through all the stops at the beginning? So we might be slightly quicker as we've come from Woking. Welcome to Surbiton. Very nice station though, this one. And the stop marker was in the middle, wasn't it, this one? Yeah. There's a 444 going through. Sort of the long distance southwest services. Cool, and here we go. Yeah, so where do we call it after this then? Oh, we're fast to Wimbledon. Okay, well that's alright then. So we're skipping out, what was it? What are we skipping out? Berrylands, New Malden, and Rains Park. Well, that's alright. Bit of fast running. Happy with that. So just double check, yeah, fast to Wimbledon. So hopefully we might be able to make up some time. Well, hopefully we can make up some time. So still 80 at this point. There's a bit of a kick to get going, doesn't it? Come on. Cool. Good day. Going to go a bit far, but yeah, at some point the speed does drop down to 60. Is that after Wimbledon? No, it can't be after Wimbledon. Somewhere it does. 70 here, that's alright. It goes back up. I don't think the AP packs are uninstalling themselves now, which is good. So this is Berrylands. What's that train doing there? Just sat there. Is that some sort of it's not a turn back. I don't know what that train's doing. Weird. That's broken down. So this is Berrylands. There's a New Malden up next. So what we have Woking, West Byfleet and New Haw, Weybridge, Walton-on-Thames, Hersham, Esher, Surbiton. That's the one in for the 60. Is that another train just stuck there? Oh, well, that's because we're running late. They've all sort of ended what they're meant to do, potentially. This is where the line from Norbiton joined up. Let's get a flyby shot. So that's cool. Nice. Cool. Then Rains Park after this. So yeah, hopefully we might be able to make up some time. Potentially. That was 30 miles per hour into Wimbledon. I remember it being quite slow. Then we stop at Earlsfield. So we're not fast after that. So from here to Waterloo, what's it, about 15 minutes or so? Or maybe a bit more than that, 20. Alright, Rains Park. Close to the edge. Cool. Yeah, certainly is dark now. There's another 455 over there on the downslope. Round the corner, and then we should then see Wimbledon up ahead, and then start coming down for the 30. Acknowledge that. Again, a pretty cool station, Wimbledon. You've got trams, trains and tube. Well, the district line, I think it is, yeah, district. It's a sort of tube. And then South West and Thames link. Yeah, pretty cool place to watch trains, Wimbledon is. If you want a nice bit of variety. And we're going up to the 8 coach stop marker, which is at the end. Yeah, who'd like to see this route in TSW? So even if it was just Woking to Waterloo, that's still a nice section to have, especially if it had the Hampton Court branch. And I'd say that's doable as well. I mean, you've seen the amount of stations. There's not loads. So I reckon, yeah, if this came to TSW, it would probably be Waterloo to Woking with the Hampton Court branch. Maybe just down to Norbiton as well. I don't know. Would be cool though. We are still 5 minutes late now. Somehow. Straight into power 2. It's power 3. Just not really liking that too much. That's a 30 to begin with. There's some fast service. Brilliant. And we get up over the flyover. And then the tracks sort of change a bit. Then it becomes the down slow, the up slow, down fast, up fast. Sort of switches over now. So I wonder when this flyover was built. Must have been a more recent addition. And over we go. And it's not too far down into Earlsfield. Again, if you are watching this far, you are legends. Thanks for staying in. I see it's a bit dark and gloomy now. We are, of course, nearing London. Well, that's what we're in London, aren't we now? But we're getting there. But another service just stranded on the main line. Maybe there's been some sort of signal failure. All the trains are stuck. Or we're just running late, so they sort of just stopped. As we should have already passed them. Oh, and this is Earlsfield. Yeah, hopefully we can see some more scenarios for this route. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Some more up-to-date ones. It's been, yeah, good fun. Here we are. Cool. That's off to Guildford. That's one thing, I haven't found actually any services to Guildford. Or any scenarios which are actually just Waterloo to Guildford, because that will be the next sort of nice step to take. Woking, was it Worplesdon, and then Guildford. As I remember, I think out of Woking you climb up to Worplesdon and the line just drops all the way down into Guildford. That'll be another nice one to do. So we were due here at 09, it's 14 now. Let's go onwards to Clapham. It's very slow, isn't it, getting going? Not sure how much AI there will be at Clapham, but it might get a bit laggier there. Just because it's Clapham. Off it goes. And there's another train step behind that one as well, so there must have been some sort of signalling issue. Which, to be honest, the last couple of days there realistically has been like a massive signalling failure near Waterloo. Maybe it's come into the game as well. Again, it is quite dark now. It's getting hard even for me to see it. There's another train stuck. So one of them sort of bunged up, well, one of them screwed up, and then all of them have been screwed up. Now we know why there's so many cancellations. All the trains are stuck on the down fast. Well, the Southern are running fine there. As we come into Clapham Junction, so we're right down the end of the platform here. So to us, we can actually come in pretty quick. So we don't crawl all the way down. Cool. And here we are, this is Clapham Junction. Lovely. How late are we to Clapham? 12, and it's still running late. We're meant to be at Vauxhall by now. Brilliant. What time did we actually leave Woking to begin with? 33. Okay, it was like 45 minutes ago. Was it 35? Right, onwards to Vauxhall. At 50. Oh, that's a bit weird. Southern had its bill light. The 377 that had its bill light on and was moving. Brilliant. Oh, as we leave Clapham behind. Onwards to Vauxhall. It's weird though that it's only 50 here, unless it is meant to be 60. Yeah, it's 60 on the down, but on the up it's 50. Unless there is meant to be a speedboard for a 60. Let's get a fly-by shot if you can see the train. Maybe just about. So it's a little bit laggy here, but that's to be expected at this point in the journey. I mean, on the old PC, it really, it was really noticeable. Oh my god, look at all the trains. Something's happened to this scenario where like all the trains on the down fast just seem to have died. Or maybe it's because we're running late, but I mean we're only 5 minutes late. I mean most of the trains, if they were working, would have just gone into a portal, which would they'd just disappear. So for them to just be sat on the main line as if their instruction has never started is a bit weird. Yeah, must be something wrong with the scenario. So I've got all the requirements for it. Although saying that, when I did load in, it did pop up with something saying, was it no path found? Or something like that. There was a few bits which came up. But yeah, train sim scenarios are very delicate. Very delicate. They're blooming irritating to make. Like, you could literally, it could all be going fine. You've got 100, you've got 50 AI trains. You add one train in, the whole thing breaks, and then you then delete that train and it's still broken. They're extremely delicate beasts, train sim scenarios. Probably why there actually isn't more scenarios for this route is because there's just so many trains you need to do. I mean, to make this scenario, it probably would have taken blooming hours. Absolutely hours. We're at 40 as we come round into Vauxhall. And after that, on to Waterloo. Nice bit of flange coming into here as well. Cool, and here we are. And our final station there. There's been a nice run up from Woking, sort of another part of the line learn. We'll have to go over it a couple of times. Yeah, not too bad. Well, those trains have got their lights on. How do we put our lights on? It's usually O for the AP stuff. That doesn't appear to be doing anything. Right, Waterloo next. Let's go. Hopefully it won't be broken so that the trains will be blocking the points to get into Waterloo. Is that the Houses of Parliament just there? Is it? Could be. Let's have a look. Oh, it is like that. There's the Houses of Parliament. They look really quite good at night time in this game. Cool. There must have been a huge signalling failure. That's why all these trains are just stuck. And it'll come down to 15 miles per hour. Get a really nice approach into Waterloo. It probably is one of the best approaches into a London terminus station. I mean, St Pancras and King's Cross, you sort of both going through tunnels, then you sort of appear into them. Euston, again, you're in tunnels, whereas Waterloo is sort of all just above ground. I mean, Victoria is alright, it's not too bad. Waterloo sort of like a longer approach. Yeah, Waterloo is sort of, it's got like the approach into Victoria, but just a lot longer. Then London Bridge, that's not too bad of a approach, similar to this. Platform 4. So that'll be doors on the right hand side, I think. Cool. What's this weird little lit up line is? It's like someone's put a light bar onto the side of the 455. Anyone know what this orange line is across the coach here? I'll give you a second to think what it could be. I should mention it in one of the last videos. Yeah, what's the orange line? A lot of trains have it. This orange line, what is that? You would just think it's part of the livery, but not really. Well, it is, but at the same time not. It is called a cant line. Basically, can't line. You can't go past it. Because above that there'll be electrical bits and pieces. There'll be dangerous stuff above that line. I mean, not so much for third rail, but you know, for overhead wires and stuff. Yeah, don't do or put anything above that yet orange line. Well, that was fun. Well, hopefully everyone's enjoyed it. Links can be found in all of the usual places. Discord, PayPal, merch store. As well as our affiliate link for UK departure boards and the 5% off coupon if you want one of those cool departure boards. Anyone guess what station it's been set to? And here we are. All done. Well, that is going to be everybody. We've already gone through all the links and stuff. But yeah, thanks all for coming in. Have a lovely rest of your day, however you may be spending it, and welcome to Waterloo. See you all and take care. Bye guys.